welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Melanie Streeper. Still with me in the studio today is Bev Riola of the St. Louis Breast Cancer Coalition. Bev, thank you so much for sticking around.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you're a 13-year breast cancer survivor. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, well, I was very lucky. If everything could go right for me, it did. I had great doctors. I was very lucky that I had great insurance at that point. And pretty much everything worked the first time through for me. So I was able to, I did lose my hair, but that wasn't a big deal in the scheme of things. I never got sick from chemo. And it was just it was an eye-opening experience to me. It changed my life and made me stop and smell the roses a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly. How did you find out?
It was, actually I found out in the shower. I was taking a shower and I had an itch under my arm and I scratched it and I found a lump. Wow. I had been doing some of the things that I was supposed to, like having a mammogram and things like that. But my problem is that I wasn't, where it was, didn't really get hit by the mammogram. It was very far back under my arm. A lot of people don't realize that your breast tissue really goes from your collarbone to your rib cage and all the way back under your arm. So.
Wow, I did not know that.
Well, I didn't either until that's where they pretty much found my breast cancer.
That's such a large area. Well, I'm glad you're okay.
And I'm great. Everything's going very well.
Good. Now you're here to talk about an event that you have coming up, Strengthening Our Bones. What's that all about?
Well, one of the major places that breast cancer goes after it leaves the breast is to the bones. That happens in most of the people who have what they call metastasis. And so one of the things that we're doing is we are, in keeping with our deadline 2020 to end breast cancer, we're having this educational event. And Dr. Kathy Weilbacher she's a clinician at Siteman and a researcher at WashU, is going to talk about strengthening our bones to prevent cancer. And so, or to resist cancer actually. And so what she's trying to do is help us make stronger bones so that, and talk about how we can do that so that the breast cancer doesn't go to our bones.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Well, we've got a full screen graphic up there. Again, Strengthening Our Bones to Resist Cancer. It's on October 25th at 6 o'clock. Now I understand that tickets are still available for this event?
Yes, there is dinner, so there is a charge involved, but what you'll have to do is check with our website, and that's on the graphic on the screen too. It's SLBCC.org. And that also gives you some links to more information about Deadline 2020.
Yeah, Deadline 2020, that's coming up in, 8 years. It's, it seems like a long way away, but that's...
It's not very long, but there are so many things that we know. Mm-hmm. The thing is now we need to focus on the two areas that can make the most impact. Mm-hmm. And one is for prevention. And there are scientists working on vaccines that might help to prevent breast cancer, and also to help prevent and stop the spread of the disease.
Too bad we couldn't have those vaccines and everything right now instead of, 8 years. It's close, but it's still far away, and a lot of lives could be lost. So hopefully,
yes, we hope that some of the other improvements that have happened, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot that's gone right and has improved a lot for women who have breast cancer. It is not, it hasn't been a totally stagnant set of research. Yeah. We have better treatments, less invasive treatments, less toxic treatments, and people can survive them in a much more normal life kind of way than it used to be. Yeah. Surgeries aren't nearly as drastic and devastating as they used to be either. You have the options of, you may have other options than you used to have 20 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Bev, thank you so much for coming on and talking about this event that's coming up later this month. And also thank you for sharing your story with us as well.
Well, thank you again for having me and for helping me spread the word.
Okay, sounds good. Well, Bev's got to take off, but we still got a lot to talk about on our show today. When we return, we'll talk with Eric Christensen about the Compass Improv Festival. Hey, have you found us online yet? STL TV is on Facebook, Twitter, and we have our very own YouTube channel. Plus, our website is updated regularly at stltv.net. Check us out. Stay tuned. We've got more STL TV Live coming up right after this.